Welcome to a game between Jill 2550, starting with the Recon Commander and Spiders, and Logix with a Shield Bot Factory and a Guardian Commander. So yeah, Logix requested this replay. He said he struggled a bit against Spiders. He feels like this is a bad matchup. And while yes, the enemy can like Recluse is really strong against shield bots, it basically counters the whole factory except like bandits. So Recluse is really strong against. If you can just keep your Recluses safe against bandits, yeah, the opponent can't really get your Recluse. If you just have some redbacks or some Venoms protecting your Recluse, yeah, you can basically counter the whole shield bot factory. But, I mean, the Recluse is a slow unit, it's 45 speed, it's not a fast unit. Here you'll think you're making a little mistake. You should put your expanding convict on high priority. Also, wind is pretty good on this map. 0.4 minimum is pretty good. If you place it up here on this little incline, you get even more, 0.6. So, yeah, you should probably go wind earlier. Making a few solos for reliable energy is fine, but 0.4 is still pretty good and 0.6 is really good, so if you build them up on the ridge there. So yeah, that's a bit of a mistake, kinda. Not yet, but later in the game. So yeah. So Recluse, they're still an expensive skirmisher, 280. You can still like contest the map. Like one Recluse isn't gonna do much against the shield ball or much at all. Once you have like starting like 3, 4, 5, 10 Recluse, yeah, then it's really worrying for shield bots. But on the other hand, at those numbers you can also go for another factory, so yeah, you shouldn't be too worried about that. Yes. Yeah, but otherwise there's some reclaim here. Your commander is idle. It could be reclaiming this map. There's quite a lot of reclaim on this map. Yeah, it's about 2,800 or 3,000 metal here. So that's a pretty good thing with shield cons. With shield cons are pretty easy to protect, so you just need a Glay Bandit and you can hide inside the shield. So it's definitely really easy for convicts to be reclaiming on this map. Meanwhile, your commander is still just being idle here and not doing much of anything, when he could be reclaiming these rocks. Bandits against Venoms, yeah, it's all about the spread of the... Like, if you get 3 bandits and get a good spread against a Venom, yeah, you're gonna kill it pretty easily. It might be hard to chase down, because your units get stunned one by one and they won't get in range, but yeah, it's not like a lone Venom can engage against 3 bandits. However, if the Venoms bunch up, yeah, they can do really a lot of damage, because bandits can't bunch up, because then they get splash damage by the Venoms. But as you see here, if you catch an out of position and get a good spread of units, and if the Venoms aren't firing simultaneously, you can easily get a kill on a Venom like that. So it's not a straight up fight for the Venoms. The numbers favors Venom. As you get more and more Venoms, it gets harder and harder to like get a good spread with your bandits. It looks like Yield forgot a mech there, but yeah. Meanwhile, you're expanding decently safely behind this. Should you make this Man Lotus turret? Yeah, it could be good against, like if they didn't want to make a run by with Venoms or send some fleas, yeah, it's good to have. It's good to cut off this position, so the enemy can't abuse it with spiders. Although, I think Yale could have tried to do more harassment with a few fleas here. Mostly they're just used for scouting here. Yeah, so building a Lotus turret at expansions like this is fine. But yeah, this is like an even number of bandits against an even number of Recluse, and yeah, if the Venoms get some shots off, they can really kill the bandits, and you see here they can easily catch some if they get a good flank and kill the bandits. But they will struggle a bit to chase the bandits, because the range is really equal, like it's 232 against 240 range, so yeah, a bandit running away from the Venom can basically kite it. Kinda. It's like the Venoms don't want to be running into the bandits anyway, unless they can overwhelm them. So yeah. Yeah, so this is a number, a scare number of Venoms. They can like bunch up and stun your commander quickly. Bandits are gonna struggle to get a good counter on this. So yeah, this is a scare number of Venoms where you basically have to like have a combination of like Lotus turrets and stuff like that. And you choose to go for Felons. You seem to be gonna be accessing here for a bit. You needed some more energy and some more build power there. And you choose to go for Felons, which is technically countered by Recluse, but yeah, you need quite a bit of Recluse. And you can go, what is a good switch? You can go for a Lobster to throw your shield ball, or you could go for Phoenix and bomb the Recluse, or you could even go jump outs and go for Firewalker, which also counters most of the Spider Factory. So yeah, there's a lot of options. Like, yeah, Jill is just starting now to... Oh, you're moving your commander out of position there. That's smart. You would have easily get run down here. Could Jill take that fight? Probably. It's a bit risky with these... There's not many bandits around, so yeah. Jill could probably have gotten the kill on the commander. Also making a Widow is pretty good, so you can stun the enemy commander or stun the Felon before you go in and kill them. So yeah, that's something I probably recommend. So yeah, you can see here that you catch a Recluse out of position, and yeah, their aiming sucks, so yeah, you get a free kill on a Recluse there, and that's nice. You want to keep the Recluse number low, and if you can get a Recluse out of position, it's gonna extend the time your shield ball has to regenerate, and before it's like this shield ball can take a lot of hits, so it's not gonna go down easily. Here Jill has made a bit of a mistake. The developers reduced the arc of the Stardust a bit, so it struggles a bit to fire. I think it's like 45 degrees or something. It struggles to fire down more than that. So yeah, you can see here that Stardust can't really fire at these bandits because it can't fire down that much. It's a bit annoying sometimes. That like the arc downwards is limited. Yeah. So yeah, Stardust goes down without being able to kill the bandits. So yeah, I think Jill could have tried to abuse their Venom more. On the other hand, like, why are you making Solar here? You have good wind, 0.4, that's a really good wind here for Overdrive. Meanwhile, you can see Jill here is making Overdrive here, and it's giving Jill quite an economic advantage here. Like, if you look here, you excess there a bit, but not that much. You can see here that Jill is getting ahead, mostly due to like Overdrive. So this wind farm is really paying off for Jill here. So yeah, I really recommend that. Meanwhile, you catch the Venoms with your Felon. Yeah, like, you don't wanna like fully recharge. Felon is gonna kill a lot of Venoms before it goes down, so yeah. It's pretty nasty to be able to engage with just Venoms if you can't train it with like Recluse or stuff. Now it looks like you're doing the right thing and going for a counter, and the Lobster is good. Throwing the shield wall at the spiders, and they're gonna struggle to make... Like, Recluse is gonna struggle against the Lobsters and shield wall. And this is such a big and open map, and the middle has low. Oh, and you can see here that Jill is gonna try to snipe your lone Felon, and yeah. The Felon already killed, what, 3? Yeah, three Recluses, and yeah, it's struggling to like... You might kill one more there. Yeah, you kill one more, the Recluses kill themselves, running into the Thugs. So even if Thugs that don't have any DPS can be annoying to deal with, because if the Felon is behind the Thugs, then the Recluses are gonna... the Venoms are gonna stun themselves when they engage the Felon. So yeah. This is a path, probably wouldn't have worked that much. Yeah, you run into Lotus turret, you stun yourself against the Solars and the metal. Yeah, not gonna do much there, I think. But yeah, now you have the lobster, and yeah, this is about equal size. Should you have gone for the commander kill there? Yeah, you should have gone for the commander kill there. There was nothing, no follow-up, just a single bandit there yeah, I mean, Jill should have gone for the commander kill. And you throw in against the recluses with the felons. And now all of them are dead, and you lost no units. Just a little bit of health. So yeah, once you get lobsters, you can easily, like, maybe if Jill had their venoms in position to protect them, it wouldn't have been so easy, and you wouldn't have been able to throw in them. But yeah, now you're basically gonna be able to kill them piecemeal. And yeah, you can see how, yeah, you still didn't lose a unit and you kill a lot of venoms there, so... Yeah, yeah, it's really a good strong counter to just pure recluse. If there's a bit of, like, redback is usually better than venom in that situation, or even like hermits to protect the recluse. But yeah, once you get a lobster out, yeah, it's a fair game. I would say it's a pretty even game. Probably even favoring the shield ball. Yeah, with a healthy recharged shield ball, you won't struggle against the Stardust at all. And yeah, you trap Jill's commander here, and you're gonna get that, so yeah, it's nice. Meanwhile, Jill is trying to counter your shield ball with a Lico, which is... I mean, it's decent, but you also... It depends on the micro. If you have like a radar, do you have radar here? No, you don't see it coming. So yeah, you reacted just a little bit too slowly there. With the radar, you would probably have reacted in time. But it's also kind of a chicken game. Like, if you have two felons and throw them against what do you call it? Against the Lico, you're quite likely to kill it. But if you throw too early, you might throw your units, and then the Lico can go in and get a kill. So it's kind of a chicken race of who fires first. But yeah, radar really helps to get... if you have radar, you will see the Lico incoming. It really helps a lot. On this map, you can even consider building an advanced radar, like here, and you can see the whole map. So it's a pretty good trick. Like building an advanced radar here, like instead of building radars at the front line. Yeah, it doesn't cut much more. It's pretty good. But yeah, now you're gonna struggle to see the... Yeah, now you don't see this Lico coming, so... Yeah. And you just threw units, so yeah, you lose a felon there. It takes a lot of attention, you need like... to have like your lobster hotkey and stuff to be able to... not really, you can just select it and press V. Press manual fire and you'll fine. You can throw them. So it's not too hard to micro. Yeah, so since this initial attacks, yeah, you can see how you just killed a lot. The armor value just went down for Jill there. When you kill the recluse and then the venoms. So now, yeah, now you have a big economic advantage, but I don't think you see this Lico incoming. And here you see this chicken race. Like, if Jill probably had fired directly, she would probably have gotten it. But now she waited, and yeah, it's like a chicken race. Like, who does it first? And it's also choice: do you bunch up your shield ball with like 2-3 felons and try to throw it at the Lico and kill it, or do you spread out as much as possible but are unable to dodge with lobster? This is a fight that Jill should be trying to take. Like, there's a red back there and recluses to drain the shields. Yeah, the Lico didn't do much here. You choose to go for an air to counter the Lico, and that's fine. Especially if you're ahead like this, the enemy is not gonna be able to like get up AA in time. And yeah, you can see that you throw against, even though the Lico threw, you had like still had 2 Felons left, and you killed the Lico easily. So yeah, once you get lobsters, the Lico isn't a safe like counter to the shield ball. Yeah, and Felon and Recluse are like evenly matched in speed, so actually to get Recluses in range, I'd recommend the hold maneuver. You set the unity maneuver, because otherwise they tend to be just at the max range when you have them on hold position. And with maneuver they move a little bit closer, but still not in range of the Felon, so yeah. Yeah, and you manage to get out just in time before your shield gets completely drained, so yeah. If you get ahead and if there's too many recluses, you can just punish the recluse ball easily. On the other hand, if you're behind and you're fighting recluse and there's enough venoms and redbacks to prevent you from throwing, yeah, it's gonna be hard to counter that recluse ball. Like, you can try to work the edges, like have a shield, like you, instead of throwing them directly at the recluse ball into the middle, you can like try to throw them to the side, so you maybe get 1 or 2 and then try to retreat. This is stuff you could do, but if you're ahead, you can just throw it straight at the shield ball and you will just kill it. So yeah. On a big map like this, like I said, it's not a big deal to counter recluse because they're so slow. They take time. This map has a lot of like low value mexels that aren't important down in the map. And you even go to Phoenix to counter the recluse, and Jill throws in the towel. So yeah. Yeah, I didn't see you struggle that much in this game. Yeah, recluse can be scary, but if you get the proper counter like Phoenix or lobsters, yeah, you can deal with them on an open map like this, where recluses are slow, they take time to move up the map, and they take time to make value. I'd be more scared of like the venoms once the enemy gets like 4 or 5 venoms and start running on around the map and countering your bandits and potentially threatening your commander. And if you don't get up loads turrets in time, they just walk over them, and yeah. I've been more scared of venoms than recluse on this map. I think Jill should have tried to abuse the venoms more. But yeah. So yeah, that's my good luck and have fun.